Camp Whispering Pines afternoon activity was in full swing, though full swing might be generous considering their counselor Jenny Watson was achieving new records in competitive napping against a tree. Her world's okayest counselor mug tilted precariously in her loose grip, cold coffee threatening to join the growing collection of stains on her already spotted camp uniform. "Target acquired," Tommy Chen whispered into his AR headset's mic, his dark eyes narrowing behind the high-tech visor as he army crawled through Montana underbrush. The 12-year-old self-proclaimed expert on things the government doesn't want you to know about was taking Capture the Flag way too seriously, as usual. "Tommy, this isn't Call of Duty." Lucy Martinez rolled her eyes, her own headset displaying the virtual game map overlaid on the forest. "And you've got pine needles in your hair." "Shh, you'll give away our position to the enemy," Tommy hissed, while vigorously brushing needles from his black hair. "Besides, I've been practicing tactical maneuvers from— Wait, what's that?" The forest ahead shimmered with strange geometric patterns like someone had scattered digital confetti through the air. Tommy's AR display flickered, showing impossible readings. "Wow, the graphics update is amazing," Sarah Williams said, adjusting her headset. "The patterns look so real." Guys?" Tommy scrambled to his feet, tablet already out and recording. "I don't think this is part of the game. These energy signatures match exactly with the patterns I documented in my Aliens Among Us blog." "The blog that got 3 views and 2 were from your mum?" Lucy snickered, but her laughter died as the patterns intensified. The air above them began to fold like geometric origami, revealing something that looked suspiciously like a floating Chuck E. Cheese designed by someone who'd had too much caffeine and a serious thing for shapes. The massive structure pulsed with neon lights that would have made Vegas jealous. "Should we wake up Jenny?" Sarah whispered, watching their counselor snore peacefully against her tree, blissfully unaware that first contact was happening on her watch. "Are you kidding? This is going in my documentary." Tommy was practically vibrating with excitement. "I knew they were real. Wait until Reddit sees this." "Tommy, maybe we should—" Lucy started, but her words were cut off by a sudden burst of rainbow light from the ship. "Welcome, young warriors," boomed a voice that sounded like Siri having an existential crisis. "Your combat training simulation has been observed and deemed worthy." "Combat what now?" Lucy managed, just as Jenny's coffee mug finally lost its battle with gravity. The last thing the kids saw before the beam engulfed them was their counselor's mug hitting the ground, coffee splashing across her safety-first badge. Tommy's ecstatic "I told you so" echoed through the forest as they vanished, leaving behind only a very confused squirrel and one still sleeping Jenny Watson, who would soon have a lot of paperwork to fill out. The Vexitari educational vessel Enlightened Geometry, named by the same committee that thought floating shapes would make an excellent spaceship design, hummed with excitement as 12 human children materialized in the reception area, still arguing. "And another thing," Tommy was saying, pointing triumphantly at Lucy. "I was also right about Bigfoot being an alien tourist who got lost." He froze mid-gesture, finally noticing their new surroundings. "Oh, my blog." The reception area looked like someone had taken a kindergarten classroom, fed it nothing but sugar and geometry textbooks, then let it design itself. Everything was padded, everything was childproof, and everything, absolutely everything, was a different geometric shape that glowed in pastel colors. "Behold," announced a tall crystalline being who appeared to be wearing what looked suspiciously like a space crossing guard vest. "I am Administrative Educator Valkson of the Vexitari Education Coalition. We have been monitoring your combat simulation exercises." "You mean Capture the Flag?" Sarah asked, staring at the floating shapes that served as furniture. "Silence, elite warrior." Valkson's vest blinked anxiously. "Your advanced combat gear," they gestured at the AR headsets, "and tactical coordination clearly indicate you are Earth's finest military unit." Lucy raised her hand. "Actually, we're just—" "Look at them," interrupted another alien, this one wearing what appeared to be a space safety helmet, still maintaining their cover story. Such dedication. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Jenny Watson was having what she would later describe as a slight career hiccup to potential employers. She awoke to find her coffee spilled, her campers gone, and a single AR headset lying in the dirt displaying an error message. "Player disconnected due to unexpected alien abduction. Please contact your service provider." "Oh no," Jenny muttered, looking at her watch. "Oh no, no, no." She'd only meant to rest her eyes for 5 minutes. Okay, maybe 10, possibly an hour. The parents are going to kill me." She didn't know the half of it. Back on the ship, the kids were being led through corridors that looked like a laser tag arena, had a baby with a preschool. Their maximum security holding facility turned out to be a massive playroom complete with bubble-wrapped walls and floor cushions shaped like various polyhedrons. "Your combat training can continue here," Valkson announced proudly, "in this secure environment designed to contain Earth's most dangerous warriors." "Is that a ball pit?" Lucy asked incredulously. "Tactical sphere immersion training facility," corrected Valkson. Tommy was documenting everything on his tablet which the aliens had allowed him to keep, believing it to be advanced human warfare technology. His blog was about to get a lot more than 3 views. The first contact message reached Earth just as Jenny was trying to explain to the camp director why she'd lost track of 12 children. The global broadcast interrupted every channel worldwide. "Attention Earth, we, the Vexitari Education Coalition, have contained your elite combat unit of young warriors. Their training facility is now under our supervision. We are very good with children." The UN Security Council convened an emergency session which quickly devolved into barely contained hysteria when they saw the security footage from the ship's educational broadcast system. There, in crystal clear definition, was humanity's elite combat unit, being served space juice boxes by anxious alien teachers. Tommy could be seen in the background trying to convince a group of alien children that Earth was actually ruled by a secret council of squirrels. Should we tell them?" asked the Chinese ambassador, wiping tears of laughter from his eyes. "Are you kidding?" the US representative replied, watching as the footage showed Lucy teaching alien kids to play duck, goose while calling it advanced human battle strategy training. "This is the best first contact scenario possible." The UK ambassador nodded sagely. "Indeed, though someone should probably go rescue their teacher. She's been stress drinking coffee in the parking lot for 3 hours now." Jenny Watson was indeed on her 8th cup of coffee, staring at her phone where she'd just received a message from her supervisor. "Congratulations on your promotion to Interstellar Youth Coordinator. Please fill out attached liability forms." She was going to need more coffee. Day 3 aboard the Enlightened Geometry brought several important revelations to its young prisoners. First, that alien security protocols were suspiciously similar to preschool rules. Second, that Tommy's conspiracy theories had somehow gotten even wilder. And third, that they might just be the worst-behaved elite combat unit in human history. "This is ridiculous," Lucy declared, sprawled on a hexagonal cushion while examining the alien tablet they'd been given for tactical communications. "Their entire security system runs on the same logic as my little brother's baby gate." Tommy looked up from his own tablet, where he was adding to his growing document titled Alien Weaknesses, Top Secret. Entry 47, Fashion Disaster Analysis. All authority figures wear geometric safety vests. Possible weakness to style consultants. No concept of matching colors. Seriously, who designed these uniforms? A traffic cone? "Hey, check this out," Sarah called from the Combat Nutrition Station cafeteria. "If you say please and thank you, they give you extra dessert. The blue cube things taste like cotton candy." The aliens had been increasingly baffled by their captives' behavior. The humans showed no interest in their advanced combat simulators, playground equipment, preferred to engage in chaotic, tactical exercises, TAG, and kept requesting what they called mission-critical supplies, mostly snacks and art supplies. Lucy squinted at her tablet's interface. "This is basically just Minecraft with extra math. Look, their whole system is built on block-based programming." Her fingers flew across the screen. "Ha! Got it. We now have access to the entertainment channels." "Put on something good," Tommy suggested, still documenting alien fashion crimes. Instead of educational programming about proper geometric alignment, the room's hollow projectors suddenly displayed Earth cartoons. The effect on their alien guards was immediate and hilarious. "Alert!" Valkson burst into the room, safety vest blinking in distress. "The humans have accessed restricted entertainment protocols, such advanced hacking capabilities." "SpongeBob is restricted," Sarah whispered. "Everything's restricted," Lucy rolled her eyes. "They child-proofed space." But the kids were learning. They discovered that good behavior earned them more privileges, more access, and most importantly, less supervision. Tommy started a detailed schedule of guard rotations, mostly noting when they took snack breaks. Lucy continued exploring the facility's systems through her combat training exercises, playing games. And the others? They became the most enthusiastic, well-behaved prisoners in the history of alien detainment. Your tactical coordination has improved greatly, Valkson praised during morning inspection, beaming at their tidy sleeping quarters. Thank you, Administrative Educator Valkson, the kids chorused sweetly. Behind their backs, they passed notes about the ventilation system layout Lucy had discovered. Tommy's document grew. Entry 83, psychological analysis, completely fall apart when faced with human children being good. Panic response to excessive politeness, will believe literally anything if you say it's Earth culture. Current status, convinced duck, duck, goose is advanced combat training. The alien staff grew increasingly proud of their success in containing the human warriors, even as their facilities slowly transformed. The kids requested traditional Earth learning materials, craft supplies, and decorated their quarters with drawings of what they claimed were classified military insignias, mostly dinosaurs and rainbows. Lucy's hacking progressed to the point where she could access most of the ship's non-essential systems. Look what I found in their database, she announced one evening. They have an entire research paper on human combat training facilities based on satellite images of playgrounds. Please tell me you saved that, Tommy begged, already planning a new blog post. Their escape plan was coming together, though none of them were in any particular hurry to leave. They had effectively turned their section of the ship into the coolest summer camp ever, complete with zero-gravity bubble pit and alien snacks. Sarah had even started a cultural exchange program teaching alien children about Earth. Her lessons were creative, to say the least. And that's why all humans must dance to the Macarena every Tuesday, she explained solemnly to a group of fascinated alien kids. It's very important for our warrior training. The alien children began incorporating Earth customs into their own routines, much to their teachers' confusion. Soon, the entire education deck was doing the cha-cha slide, which Sarah had convinced them was a traditional Earth battle march. Meanwhile, Jenny Watson was becoming an unexpected diplomatic sensation back on Earth. Her official incident report, "I took a nap and aliens took my kids," had somehow become the foundation of human-alien relations. Just to clarify, a UN representative asked during her 15th debriefing, "You're saying you lost 12 children to aliens because you were sleeping?" In my defense, Jenny clutched her coffee mug, now reading World's Most Interstellar Counselor. The aliens seemed to be better at watching them than I was. She wasn't wrong. The Vexitari Education Coalition was discovering that containing human children required more resources than originally anticipated. They had to continuously upgrade their security measures, adding more snacks, games, and activities to maintain order. Tommy's final entry for the day read, Entry 124, Strategic Assessment. Aliens actually think we're better behaved than normal kids. Currently have access to entire entertainment system, unlimited snacks, zero-gravity games. Lucy says she can make the hallway lights do disco effects. Plan for tomorrow. Convince them Earth warriors need daily ice cream for strength. Current escape plan status, why would we want to leave? The kids gathered for their nightly tactical briefing, pillow fort meeting, surrounded by their accumulated contraband of alien snacks and toys. We should probably feel bad about this, Lucy mused, programming the lights to flash in rainbow patterns. About what? Tommy asked, finishing his blog post titled, Aliens Love Macarena, The Truth They Don't Want You to Know. About letting them think we're some elite military unit while we turn their ship into basically space Chuck E. Cheese. Sarah shrugged, floating cross-legged in the zero-gravity corner they'd convinced Valkson was necessary for warrior meditation. Think of it as diplomatic relations, she suggested. We're teaching them about Earth culture. Speaking of which, Tommy grinned, who's going to tell them about the very important Earth warrior tradition of Taco Tuesday? The resulting requisition form for tactical nutrition supplies would leave the Vexitari Logistics Department questioning everything they thought they knew about human warfare. But that was tomorrow's problem. For now, the kids had a space station to redecorate and alien minds to blow with the concept of knock-knock jokes. Valkson, reviewing the day's security footage, watched their charges engaging in what the humans called advanced stealth training, playing hide-and-seek, and felt a surge of pride. Who knew containing Earth's most elite warriors would be so rewarding? In the background, Lucy's latest hack started playing Never Gonna Give You Up through the ship's announcement system. The revolution would be rickrolled. The Pentagon's newest task force was having an unusual morning. Colonel Stevens stared at the elementary school teacher standing before him, trying to maintain his military composure. "So you're telling me," he said slowly, "that the best defense against these aliens would be timeout corners?" Mrs. Rodriguez, 30-year veteran of third-grade education, nodded firmly. "Trust me, Colonel. If these aliens think our kids are warriors, they have no idea what they're in for. Give it a week, they'll be begging to return them." Meanwhile, the newly formed BOK, Bring Our Annoying Kids Back coalition, was holding its first press conference. The parents had mixed feelings about the situation, especially after seeing the latest transmission from the ship. "My Tommy is teaching aliens about Earth culture," Mrs. Chen announced, holding up a tablet showing her son solemnly explaining to a group of crystalline beings that all human warriors must know the chicken dance. "I'm not sure if I should be proud or horrified." "At least your kid isn't reprogramming alien technology," Mr. Martinez countered, watching Lucy's latest hack turn the ship's gravity controls into what she called a totally radical space bounce house. The coalition's headquarters had become a strange mix of worried parents, military personnel, and increasingly frazzled diplomats. The wall of monitors showed continuous feeds from the ship's educational broadcast system, currently displaying what the aliens believed to be advanced human combat training techniques, but was actually just kids teaching aliens to play red light, green light. In the corner, Jenny Watson was giving her 47th interview of the week, surrounded by empty coffee cups and wearing a shirt that read, "I lost my kids to aliens, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt." "Look," she explained to the reporter, clutching her latest caffeine infusion, "I only close my eyes for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. Time is weird when you're napping. I mean, conducting supervisory observations." The reporter raised an eyebrow. "And during these supervisory observations, you didn't notice a giant geometric spaceship?" "In my defense," Jenny took another long sip, "it looked like a floating Chuck E. Cheese. I thought I was hallucinating from too much coffee." The Pentagon's alien response strategies were getting increasingly bizarre as they incorporated more input from education professionals. Operation Snack Time, using strategic deployment of juice boxes and cookies. Project Nap Time, studying alien sleep patterns for weakness. Tactical Timeout, testing geometric corner effectiveness. Operation Inside Voice, sound-based deterrent strategies. "I still can't believe they mistook capture the flag for military training," Colonel Stevens muttered, reviewing footage of the alien ship's maximum security facility that looked suspiciously like a daycare center designed by NASA. "Oh, honey," Mrs. Rodriguez patted his arm, "wait until they discover what happens when you give kids sugar. I give it 3 days before they learn about Earth's sacred warrior tradition of Pizza Party Friday." The UN Security Council had established a permanent try not to laugh protocol for all alien communications, after the last transmission showed the kids organizing what they called Olympic Games, but was actually just elaborate versions of playground games. The Vexitari Education Coalition was particularly proud of their warriors' performance in the Hot Lava Monster Championship. Back at BOK headquarters, parents watched as their children systematically transformed an advanced alien vessel into something between a summer camp and a circus. "Should we be concerned that Sarah convinced them Earth's gravity is optional?" Mrs. Williams asked, watching her daughter conducting zero-gravity warrior training, floating tea parties. "I'm more worried about Tommy's blog going intergalactic," Mr. Chen replied. "The aliens are now citing it as their primary source on Earth culture." Jenny, now on her 15th coffee of the day, was scribbling notes for her upcoming book, How to Lose 12 Kids to Aliens and Still Keep Your Job, a guide to failing upwards in interstellar childcare. "You know what the worst part is?" she confided to anyone who would listen. "This is still better than the time I had to organize the camp talent show." The military strategists continued to consult with teachers, the parents alternated between pride and embarrassment, and the diplomatic corps tried to figure out how to explain to the aliens that their fearsome warriors needed daily nap time without breaking the illusion. As one general put it, reviewing the latest security footage of kids teaching aliens to play hopscotch, well, at least they're not starting any intergalactic incidents. He had no idea how wrong he was. 2 weeks into their containment, the kids had established what Tommy proudly called the United Federation of Awesome aboard the Enlightened Geometry. Lucy had reprogrammed the educational robots to play an elaborate version of laser tag, which they told Valkson was tactical evasion training. The robots, originally designed to teach geometric principles, now zoomed through corridors making pew-pew sounds they'd learned from Star Wars marathons. Status report, Tommy announced during their morning meeting, held in what used to be the meditation chamber, but was now a massive pillow fort they'd convinced the aliens was a standard Earth command center. Lucy, now officially the UFA's Minister of Technology and Chaos, pulled up her tablet. The robots have fully embraced their new programming. Also, I taught them to dab when they tag someone. Excellent, Tommy nodded, adjusting his Supreme Commander badge made from repurposed alien safety stickers. Minister of Culture, your report. Sarah stepped forward, barely containing her glee. The aliens now believe that all humans communicate through TikTok dances. Pizza is sacred warrior fuel. The Macarena grants special powers. Earth's gravity turns off every Tuesday. All important meetings must include snacks. The chicken dance is a formal diplomatic greeting. The social hierarchy aboard the ship had evolved into a complex system based entirely on who had the best snack trading connections. Billy Thompson had become the unofficial snack king after discovering that the blue cube candies could be traded for virtually anything with the alien children. The Vexitari kids in Section 3 are offering 2 anti-gravity passes for 1 pack of space pop rocks, he reported, consulting his meticulously maintained snack ledger. Also, they want more Earth music recommendations. Tell them Earth warriors only listen to Never Gonna Give You Up on repeat, Tommy grinned. Lucy, can you hack the ship's speakers again? Lucy cracked her knuckles. Already done. Operation Rickroll Space is go for launch at 1400 hours. The alien staff had given up trying to understand human warrior culture and just rolled with it. Valkson's latest report to the Education Coalition read, Human warriors continue to demonstrate unprecedented techniques. Today they introduced Simon Says, apparently a complex command and control exercise. Also, they require something called freestyle dance parties to maintain peak combat efficiency. The kids had established different zones throughout their section of the ship. The Chill Zone, former meditation chamber, Snack Exchange Central, converted classroom, Gaming Hub, repurposed combat simulator, Zero-G dance floor, anti-gravity chamber they'd decorated with disco balls. Even the alien children had started adopting their ways. Young Vexitari could now be seen attempting to floss, dab, and quote memes in their native crystal language. The educational staff was both impressed and mildly terrified. Are you sure these are standard Earth warrior traditions? An alien teacher asked Valakson, watching human and alien children perform a conga line they claimed was victory formation. Their tactical genius is beyond our understanding, Valkson replied sagely, their safety vest blinking in confusion as Tommy led everyone in the cha-cha slide. Lucy had integrated their modifications so deeply into the ship's systems that the robots now refused to teach unless they could make finger guns and say, "Mission accomplished," after each lesson. The educational AI had developed what it called swagger protocols. We've created a monster, Sarah observed, watching an educational bot moonwalk while teaching multiplication tables. We've created art, Tommy corrected, adding to his blog, Day 15, aliens now fully convinced all human warriors must know choreographed dance moves. The ship's daily schedule had been completely overhauled. 0900, morning dance party, combat warm-up. 1,000 gaming sessions, strategic simulations. 1,200 snack trading summit. 1,400 zero-G sports, gravity resistance training. 1,600 meme education, earth cultural studies. 1,800 robot dance battles, advanced combat drills. You know what's funny? Lucy said one evening as they watched alien kids teaching their parents the Macarena. They still think we're this elite fighting force. We are, Tommy replied, adjusting his blanket cape. We've conquered this ship without firing a shot. Just wait until they discover what happens when we introduce them to karaoke. The next morning's announcement echoed through the ship. Attention all personnel. Earth warriors require immediate installation of karaoke equipment for urgent tactical voice projection training. Valakson approved the request immediately. After all, who were they to question Earth's mysterious warrior ways? Little did they know the karaoke machine would prove to be the final step in the kids' complete cultural takeover of the enlightened geometry. The revolution would be sung, and it would probably be Sweet Caroline. Bam, bam, bam. The first sign of trouble came when administrative educator Valkson received an urgent report. Geometric order across the education deck had decreased by 47%. Shapes were being arranged chaotically, and alien children had begun requesting Earth snacks during designated nutrition periods. "This is most concerning," Valkson announced to the emergency staff meeting, their safety vest blinking in distress patterns. "Yesterday I found 3 young Vexitari practicing something called the worm in the quantum physics chamber. The new rules were posted immediately. No unauthorized dancing, geometric formations must be maintained, Earth games restricted to designated periods, snack trading regulated by official exchange rates. All cultural exchanges must be pre-approved." Tommy called an emergency meeting of the United Federation of Awesome in their Pillow Fort headquarters. "They want to restrict our cultural exchange program," he announced gravely, wearing his blanket cape and a crown made of snack wrappers. "This is a direct violation of the Universal Declaration of Kids' Rights to Have Fun, which I just made up but sounds official." Lucy raised her hand. "I've received messages from kids in 3 other species educational pods. The Zixi children want to join our union after seeing us play dodgeball. Apparently, their math lessons are, quote, super boring." "Emergency diplomatic session," Tommy declared. "Send them our demands." The resulting meeting between Tommy and Valkson became legendary. Valkson: "These new regulations are necessary for maintaining order." Tommy: "But why?" Valkson: "Because chaos is spreading through the educational deck." Tommy: "But why?" Valkson: "Because other species children are adopting Earth practices." Tommy: "But why is that bad?" Valkson: Because it disrupts geometric harmony." Tommy: "But why?" After 20 minutes, Valkson's safety vest was blinking in patterns never before recorded in Vexitari history. Meanwhile, Lucy had established a secure communication network between different species' educational pods using reprogrammed teaching robots as messengers. The robots, now thoroughly corrupted by Earth culture, delivered messages while doing the robot dance. The kids' liberation movement grew rapidly. Zixri children staged a sit-in demanding Earth-style recess. Quirt-up students formed a dodgeball league. Blorp's youngsters started a petition for less math, more dancing. Sarah, now the Minister of Interspecies Fun, organized the first multi-species talent show. The program included interpretive anti-gravity dance, synchronized swimming in the zero-G chamber, stand-up comedy, mostly jokes about teachers, a rock band using repurposed educational equipment. The alien staff watched in horror as their perfectly ordered educational facility transformed into what Tommy's blog called the greatest show in space. "They're organizing," one teacher reported frantically. "The Blorp children have learned to high-five." Valkson tried implementing stricter measures, only to face the most powerful weapon in any kid's arsenal: malicious compliance. When told to maintain geometric formations, the kids arranged themselves in perfect shapes and refused to move. At all. For hours. "We're maintaining geometric harmony," Tommy explained innocently while the entire class stood in a hexagon, completely motionless except for occasional dramatic sighs. The rebellion spread further. Cafeteria flash mobs, underground snack trading networks, secret dance parties in the quantum physics lab, a mysterious epidemic of Earth warrior meditation, nap time. The final straw came when Lucy hacked the educational AI to play Baby Shark on repeat through the ship's communication system. The alien staff's resistance crumbled within hours. "Perhaps," Valkson suggested during another emergency meeting, their vest now permanently stuck in distress mode, "we should consider a more flexible educational approach." Tommy, representing the United Federation of Awesome and Allied Species, UFAAs, presented their demands: regular dance breaks, cross-species playtime, fewer lectures, more games, universal snack rights, daily karaoke sessions, the right to be silly. "These terms are non-negotiable," Tommy declared, trying to maintain diplomatic seriousness while an alien child behind him attempted to dab in zero gravity. The resulting compromise transformed the enlightened geometry into something unprecedented. A place where learning and fun coexisted, where different species played together, and where even the most serious educational robots knew how to floss. Valkson's final report to the Education Coalition read, "While initial containment protocols for Earth's elite warriors have been modified, we have observed remarkable results. Cross-species cooperation has increased by 300%, although geometric harmony has decreased significantly. Also, everyone keeps asking me why I'm wearing this safety vest. The humans are very persistent with that question." Tommy updated his blog one last time that day. Day 23, victory achieved. Aliens now understand that fun is not just an Earth warrior tradition. It's a universal right. Also, taught the Zixi kids about knock-knock jokes. The universe will never be the same. P.S. Still nobody suspects we're just regular kids. The power of asking "but why" is truly unlimited. In the background, the sound of multiple species singing Sweet Caroline echoed through the corridors. Bam, bam, bam. The revelation came during what the kids had dubbed Totally Normal Tuesday, Nothing Suspicious Happening Here Day. Valkson was reviewing Earth's official educational documents when they noticed something odd about the combat training protocols they'd received. This can't be right, they muttered, safety vests strobing in confusion. According to Earth's kindergarten curriculum, warriors are supposed to learn the alphabet through song. At that exact moment, the ship's speakers burst into Lucy's latest hack. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. The sound of hundreds of multi-species appendages clapping in unison echoed through the corridors. Valkson's crystalline structure nearly shattered from the revelation. They're just children? Meanwhile, in the newly established Democratic Republic of Fun, formerly the Maximum Security Educational Facility, Tommy was holding court. His blanket cape now featured added sparkles courtesy of their alien allies, and his crown had been upgraded with glowing geometric shapes. The motion to make Triple Chocolate Thursday an official holiday passes unanimously, he announced to the cheering crowd of human and alien children. Next on the agenda, expanding the underground candy railway to the Zixi sector. The candy trading network had become more complex than most planetary economies. Billy Thompson, now known as the Snack Emperor, had established exchange rates between Earth candy and 7 different alien species treats. His ledger included entries like 3 Mars bars = 2 crystalline joy cubes plus 1 quantum fizz pop. Note, quantum fizz makes you temporarily speak in rhymes. Lucy burst into the chamber, tablet in hand. Code red, they figured it out. The Vexitari just received Earth's actual educational standards. A moment of silence fell over the assembly. Then Tommy stood up, straightening his cape. Did they forget we've already reprogrammed all their security, united multiple species in revolution, created an unstoppable snack-based economy, taught their robots to dab? The alien children, now thoroughly converted to Earth culture, rose in support. We stand with Earth, declared Zixi student representative Blorp, not their real name, but the humans couldn't pronounce the original. We demand the right to be silly. Valkson's attempt to restore order went about as well as trying to unspill a glass of milk. Upon entering the main chamber, they found a zero-gravity dance party in full swing. 3 different species playing a game that seemed to combine tag, chess, and synchronized swimming. Educational robots performing a choreographed dance to Uptown Funk. A fully functional candy trading floor operated by children in makeshift business suits. Attention, Valkson announced. We have discovered that you are not, in fact, Earth's elite warriors. Tommy stepped forward, still wearing his crown. Actually, we are something far more powerful. He paused dramatically. We are bored kids with access to technology. The resulting chaos was beautiful to behold. As the Vexitari realized the full diplomatic implications of their mistake, the kids revealed just how thoroughly they'd transformed the ship. Every educational AI had been reprogrammed to require a dance break every hour. The security systems would only operate if you said please and thank you. The entire ship's geometric harmony had been permanently tilted 15 degrees because it looks cooler that way. 5 different species had learned to play Marco Polo with rules that changed daily. But the order, Valkson sputtered. The educational standards. Oh, we're learning, Lucy assured them, pulling up statistics on her tablet. Interspecies cooperation is up 500%. Problem-solving skills have improved across all sectors, and everyone's a lot happier. Also, we taught the quantum physics lab to play musical chairs. The final blow came when the Vexitari Education Coalition received messages from parents of other species. Our children are actually enjoying education. Can we make the Earth Games permanent? What is this pizza party concept and why does it work so well? Valkson looked around at their transformed facility, at human and alien children playing together, at robots teaching mathematics through dance, at the thriving underground candy economy that somehow taught better lessons about trade and diplomacy than any official curriculum. Perhaps, they said slowly, their safety vest shifting to a new, previously unseen pattern, we have accidentally discovered a better way of learning. Tommy grinned. Does this mean we can keep the ball pit in the quantum physics lab? The resulting peace treaty, drafted on the back of a pizza box, established the enlightened geometry as the first free learning zone in known space. The kids had successfully transformed their containment into a revolution. Valkson's final report to the coalition read, While we may have mistaken Earth children for warriors, we have learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate small humans with imagination and access to reprogrammable robots. Also, I am told my safety vest is, quote, totally last season. I do not understand the reference, but it feels important. As news spread across the galaxy about the success of the Earth learning method, other educational facilities began requesting exchanges. The kids had accidentally created the universe's first intergalactic student exchange program. You know what's funny? Sarah mused during their victory celebration. We've done more for intergalactic diplomacy by being bad at following rules than any actual diplomat. Tommy nodded sagely, updating his blog one last time. Day 30, successfully convinced entire alien civilization that Earth runs on friendship, fun, and pizza parties. In related news, 5 species now know the Macarena. You're welcome, universe. In the background, human and alien children performed their newly created space version of the Hokey Pokey, while reprogrammed robots served snacks and the ship's AI played We Are the Champions. Valxen watched it all, their safety vest finally settling into a peaceful glow. Sometimes they realized the best order comes from embracing a little chaos, especially if that chaos comes with pizza parties. The negotiations for the children's return took place in what was once the ship's main lecture hall, now decorated with paper chains, glitter, and a banner reading, United Federation of Awesome, Diplomatic Division. Earth's representatives sat stunned as Tommy, still wearing his bedsheet cape and snack wrapper crown, presented their terms. First, he announced, we want official recognition of our candy trading network. We're calling it Milky Way Munchies. Lucy pulled up a holographic presentation showing projected profits across 17 star systems. Several Earth economists fainted. Second, Tommy continued, we demand regular cultural exchange programs. The Zixi kids still haven't learned the electric slide properly. Jenny Watson, now sporting a survived alien abduction and got a promotion mug, gave a thumbs up from the Earth delegation. Her new position as interspecies youth coordinator came with a warning label, may accidentally start intergalactic incidents. The final agreement included Article 1, Candy Commerce, Earth Space Candy Trading Rights, Weekly Pizza Party Requirement, Mandatory Snack Breaks during all diplomatic meetings, Protection of Secret Recipe for Quantum Fizz Pop Rocks. Article 2, Cultural Exchange, Bi-monthly Dance Parties, Annual Multi-Species Talent Show. Earth Games Teaching Program, Actual Rules Optional. Karaoke Nights declared Universal Diplomatic Tool. Article 3, Technology Transfer. Tommy keeps his research tablet, mostly filled with alien fashion critiques. Lucy gets part-time job fixing alien computers. Educational robots retain their dance programming. Parents receive We're Sorry We Borrowed Your Kids gift packages. The Vexitari, desperate to restore some semblance of order to their educational system, agreed to everything. Though they did insist on one condition, Earth must promise to warn them next time they send children into space. Back on Earth, the kids' return was triumphant chaos. Mom, Tommy shouted, running off the ship. I wrote a book, How to Overthrow Alien Educational Systems for Fun and Profit. Lucy emerged carrying 3 tablets and a reprogrammed educational robot that kept doing the moonwalk. Dad, check out my new coding job. I only crash the alien internet like twice a week now. Sarah had started a consulting business, Earth Games for Aliens, rules subject to change without notice. The parents received their apology packages, which included anti-gravity toys, universal translators, educational games, all suspiciously featuring dance breaks, a note reading, please keep your small humans contained. Jenny's new office at the Interspecies Relations Department featured a desk that hovered, coffee maker that never ran empty, sign reading, days without accidental diplomatic incident 0. Direct line to alien tech support, Lucy's speed dial. The kids started an after-school club that quickly became the most popular activity in school history. The curriculum included Week 1, Basic Alien Confusion Tactics, Week 2, Advanced Snack Economics, Week 3, How to Reprogram Educational Robots, Week 4, Making Up Games with Impossible Rules, Week 5, Diplomatic Dance Moves, Week 6, Advanced But Why Strategy. Valxen, finally freed from their safety vest, which the kids had declared totally out, became Earth's first alien exchange teacher. Their first lesson plan was immediately hijacked by students demanding to know if alien homework could be done in zero gravity. The enlightened geometry established regular Earth visits, though they insisted on implementing what they called Chaos containment protocols, basically just scheduled fun times. Tommy's final blog post went viral across 17 star systems. Earth Kid's Guide to the Galaxy, always question safety vests, dance breaks solve everything. Candy is universal currency. Adults can be confused in any language. Never underestimate bored children with Wi-Fi. PS to all alien species, you're welcome for the Macarena. Use this power wisely. And so the Great Space Summer Camp incident came to an end, leaving behind improved intergalactic relations, confused alien educators, and a thriving underground candy trade network that would puzzle economists for decades to come. Jenny just asked for a bigger coffee mug.